Come on, Spirit. You've not done a lot. You've not, well, I say you've not done a lot, you've not done anything. This is where I look back on the footage and I'm just like, because I've not actually seen the videos back properly yet. This is where I look back and I'm probably like,
I'm in the shadows.
Can hear all sorts of stuff. Don't be in the shadows, Spirit. If you're in the shadow, if you're in the kitchen, in the shadows in the kitchen, enter this room. Come over here, enter the room. Touch the bear, light it up, join in the conversation. You know? Don't just leave me waffling on to myself. Properly join in. Any spirits attached to the dolls that I have. If there are any spirits attached to the dolls, play with the bear. Don't be scared of doing that, you know? You're not going to scare me at all. If you appear to be, you're not going to scare me. So you can do that if you want. So yeah, so light up the bear, light up the balls, blow out candles.
My name is Robert.
My name is Robert. Again, my name is followed by a word. So that is now incident number 5. Now if this is going to stick with the pattern that has been shown, it will say my name is and then something else for the next word. That's if there is a pattern to it. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah, hello Robert, if your name is Robert. If Robert is here, light up the bear. Touch the arms of the bear, touch the legs of the bear. One of those legs is particularly sensitive, so it won't take at all much for you to light it up. It says some really strange things today. I don't know why. It just kind of, usually you can see somewhat of a running narrative. But today it's just been all wild cards. It has
Messy.
Maisie. It sounds like 10 Mercy, but it's Maisie. But again, that's interesting. That broke the pattern of the doubles. And it said my name is Robert. So that is incident 5, right? That's the 5th time it said that. So day, like, first investigation, dirty, dirty, dirty. So that's 3 times. Day number 2, nice to meet you, 4 times. And now my name is, instead of here, 5 times. 3, 4, 5. This is a bit of a pattern. Where, I mean, granted the name has changed each time, but you've got something consistent in each word list repeating itself, and it's added one extra thing each time across the days. That's interesting. For all I know, by the end of this investigation, that could go out the window. It could say my name is whatever another time. But you know, it's one of them where I'm like, that's an interesting thing that it's been doing, and makes me excited for the next investigation. I was like, oh, it better say something 6 times. Come on, Spirit.
This is helping me.
This is helping you. Are you referring to the plasma ball? Yeah, that's interesting, because granted it wasn't put out, it didn't say that immediately after I put out the plasma ball, but I've put out the plasma ball thinking, do you need energy? And instead of saying anything about I need energy, it said this is helping me. It's grasping at straws because it didn't say it immediately after I put out the plasma ball, but you know, that's just the impression I'm getting is that it's talking about that. Are you referring to the plasma ball? Is that helping you communicate? Is this helping you communicate, Spirit? So what if I did this? Because then that, in theory, is putting energy into the Ouija board directly. Is that going to help you, Spirit? Well, I say directly. I'm going to have to, like... His? That wasn't a response. So it's like, what if I put the Ouija board on top of the plasma ball? What would happen? Let's see. So it just like explodes. Because I don't know if any strands are going... Yeah, it's going directly up. Right, there you go. Energy put directly into the Ouija board there. Can I balance the planchette on top of the plasma ball? There you go. Look at that. I think you can probably see that on the camera. Like you can't on the live stream, but you can on the night vision. I've balanced the Ouija board on top of the plasma ball and left the planchette on top of the Ouija board. In theory, I mean, please, Spirit, if this is giving you energy, knock the board off. Knock the board off of the Ouija, like knock the Ouija board off of that plasma ball. Because this is quite an experiment, isn't it? Which is really going to be pushing it. Move the planchette now. Because, in theory, what's happening... I mean, this is where it's probably like spontaneously combust or something. This is where the plasma ball is putting out energy, except it's putting energy directly into the Ouija board, and I've put the planchette kind of as close as I can. Okay, it said beneath. I put the planchette as close as I can to the contact point, so where all that energy is going up, it's going up either onto the whole of the planchette or it's going onto the planchette itself. So come on, Spirit, please use all that energy that you're getting currently from the plasma ball. Move the planchette, because you shouldn't need my energy in theory to move the planchette. With it being on the plasma ball. That's I like I just didn't hesitate at all with doing this. Straight away I was like, that's an interesting experiment. You know, in theory, this is debunking Ouija boards. Although, I will say this is not a wooden Ouija board. It's plastic. Straight away, I know from saying that people will say, oh, you're using a plastic, this is a fake Ouija board. It should be wood. And I kind of agree with you. I would prefer it to be wood. At least I think it's just plastic. It seems very plasticky.
Connie.
Okay, it's just a Connie again. Hello, Connie. If you are here, please communicate on the board. Just doing an interesting experiment for the last 5 or 10 minutes, where I've got energy from the plasma ball going directly into the Ouija board. Granted, you probably can't see the top of the Ouija board anymore because it's a bit too high up, you know, camera angles and things, but it is on there. I don't think that the planchette's going to move. Please move it. Please knock off the Ouija board, because you probably will see that on the camera if it does fall off. It's perfectly balanced. It's been there for a moment now. Or use the energy you in theory getting to light up the bear or the balls. That would be good if you could do that instead. If it's too much for you to physically move that planchette, use the energy that you should be getting, because I have a theory that when you use a Ouija board, if you have intent and you're using a Ouija board... Are you okay? See, the Spirit is concerned about me. Yes, I am absolutely fine, Spirit. Yeah, the Spirit's like, are you okay? You're doing weird stuff, putting a Ouija board direct on an energy source. Yeah, I have a theory that by using the Ouija board, by having that intent, you're putting energy into the board, which is then...
get away from here.
Get away from here. No, I'm going to stay here, Spirit. I'm going to stay here. Yeah, so I have a theory that by putting in that intent and the energy into the board, you're creating kind of like an energy well for spirits to use to communicate with. So it's not necessarily the board's opening a portal, but rather you yourself are putting energy into the environment spirits can use. So this should be doing that. Because, like I say, by taking my hand off the planchette, people would probably criticise that, saying, oh, you've broken the contact of energy, that's why it's not moving. This is contacting with energy. I can see where all the things are sticking up towards the board. Granted, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but they are pointing up. It is recognising that there is contact between something there, you know. And even if there wasn't, this is still putting out loads of energy.
We live on.
We live on, yes. I believe that, Spirit. Right, so direct energy source to the Ouija board. In theory, putting energy into the board, you know. I absolutely have 100% intent on communicating with the paranormal, so that shouldn't be an issue. You've got the energy source, you've got the intent, you've got the planchette on top of it, which is connected to the energy source. Nothing is moving. The board hasn't fallen off. Knock the board off of the plasma ball, Spirit. If you are here, make the Ouija board fall. My left foot has gone really itchy. I think I have been sat on it for some time, but it's like properly itchy. Same with like my finger on my right hand. Again, these are things that I'm just going to note as the investigation progresses. The bear. Use the energy from the plasma ball, from the Ouija board, from all this insanity. Use that to light up the bear. That will have me absolutely convinced. 100%. If you want me... Around? If you are around me, Spirit, if you are around the area, come into this area. Use this energy. Light up the bear. Light up the balls. If this is helping you, if you want me to keep the board on the plasma ball, light up the bear. If you want me to remove the Ouija board from the plasma ball, light up one of the cat balls, you know? That's what you should do. Use that energy, because that should be putting a ton of energy into the atmosphere. Because, I mean, look, with the K2 meter, okay, it's not detecting it over here. It's just not detecting it. Oh no, there you go. There you go. It's detecting it from here, and it red here. So, red here as well. It is 100% sticking energy into that Ouija board. It's on the second green light over here, so it's got a decent radius. Don't know how far it's going off to the right, but over here it has a good radius around the plasma ball. You know, I might put the bear closest to the plasma ball. I don't know whether or not that's going to be an issue.
You heard me.
No, I didn't hear you, Spirit. Well, at least not just now, I didn't. Right. I'm going to do another experiment with the bear. Just in case. I don't know if it's going to work. So, that's all lighting up. I'm going to put this on the plancha, on the board, if I can balance it. Let's see if this works. This is really, really dodgy. I mean, I could just hold it, but again, I don't think it's going to work, is it? Come on, balance on here. Oh, I need a flat top plasma ball. Right, I'm gonna... Oops, everything's fallen off. Immediately, like 50 portals have been created. Alright, let's continue that. There you go. Right, I don't know if you can see the bear anymore or anything. So I'm gonna leave the bear there, move that out of the way so you can... But you should be able to see that. Can you see that? Yep. So all this bear lighting up is currently because of me. Right. You can see the bear quite clearly on